Welcome back to another edition of the Higher Learning Podcast. We in here today at Riverside Studios where we do our artist interviews every Wednesday at 5:30. If you need an interview, content creator, artist, anybody, DM me or you can email me at ronniehoward777@gmail.com. We are back again another day. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, HNS420, Facebook, HNS420, Twitter, HNS420_HNS420. Also follow our blog at thepoliticandforum.com and also our YouTube channel, Politic and Broadcasting. We're here today with a special guest. I have the pleasure to introduce motherfucking Scoop Ellington. What's going on?
What's the word, man? What's the word?
Man, it's been a long time in coming. Bruh. Now this is a special one for me because I know you personally. A lot of these guys that I interview, I don't know. I just I vibe with, but I don't know. So this is a special one for me, man.
Facts,
so I'm about to take it all the way back, man.
Take it back, bro.
Take it back.
What's
So,
the word, man, talk to me.
Man, first of all, tell everybody where are you from? Where are you born and where are you raised, man?
All right. So as far as me being born, I was born in LA, obviously, like most
like
people.
all of us.
Like all of it. Like everybody here, everybody listening, everybody watching.
We start in LA.
But yeah, I moved to the Inland Empire by way of Rancho Cucamonga when I was 2. So for all intents and purposes, I am a IE nigga. I'm a Rancho nigga. Yes, Rancho Cucamonga is a real place. Everybody don't think that it's a real place. No, it's not where the movie was filmed. So let's cut that.
Right.
But yes, I'm from Rancho Cucamonga.
Monrovia.
Right. Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah. I've been out there since I was 2, back and forth.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. So, man, growing up in the IE, I mean, it's always been like I want to say a silent rivalry between LA and IE. For some reason, people are always trying to joke about the IE and shit on the IE. You feel me? Like, how has that affected your thought process as being an MC coming out the IE?
Bro, I'm unaffected.
Yes.
I don't care.
Unbothered.
Like, what do you mean? Like, LA is LA. Don't get me wrong, bro.
Right.
Like, that's a whole different place.
Right.
IE is a whole different entity. We have our own different set of rules.
Right.
We have our own type of style. Like, it's a lot of us tend to come from here and think that we can't make it from here, so we gotta perpetrate like we from there.
Facts.
But in reality, bro, like, if you keep it real to yourself, if you keep it authentic to yourself, then you could pop from anywhere in the world, bro. So at the end of the day, like, yeah, of course, LA niggas is always going, y'all IE niggas is weird, y'all do this, y'all do this, we do that. But it's the same thing because we feel the same way about y'all.
Thank you.
Y'all talk funny, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, like, that's no disrespect to my LA niggas.
Right.
Right. I gotta take some pride from where I'm from.
Got to.
Bro. Like, so I'm unbothered. I'm unaffected. I don't care.
I like that.
I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and that's what it's gonna be. Period.
Facts. That's what's up. That's what's up. So back in the day, when y'all was little, playing basketball outside, and Rancho, Alsaloma area. I forgot what back then. I didn't really see you rapping, so everybody was playing basketball. What made it click one day for you to pick up a mic or a pen?
Man, to be real, it's always been in me. You know what I'm saying? From when I was little. Like, I first realized that I could really do this when I was 5 in kindergarten. You know how when you learn about rhyming words, you know what I'm saying? Five. Like, I excelled when it came to rhyming words. So my teacher would be like, "Oh, well, what rhymes with cat? Sap." That's why. You know what I'm saying? Calm down. Let's let other people. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I realized that I could put words together. As far as being able to actually rap, I didn't really realize that till probably around the time that I met you. You know what I'm saying? So about 12, 13. Realistically, man, it was just listening to music. I spent a lot of time by myself. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of siblings, but in my household, I only got 2 sisters. And my mom and my pops. Pops was, getting money, doing whatever it is, doing what pops do. So it was literally just me and the girls. You feel me? Right. So I'm the baby and I'm the only boy. So double whammy, because it's like, I'm by myself. Right. So what do I have? If I'm not outside playing with, who I'm playing with, I got music. That's it. That's all I got music, I got TV. Right. That's it. So in reality, bro, like 12, 13, that's when I kind of started to dibble and dabble. Probably maybe about 16 is when I was really like, all right, I could do this. Right.
Wow. So when you made your first song or wrote your first song, do you remember where you were at and what sparked it?
Man, honestly, my first song, man, peace to my older brother, Super Dupes. What
Super
up,
Dupes. Shout out Super Dupes.
Shout out Super Dupes. So he came back from New York.
Yeah.
And he was like the coolest nigga I knew. You know what I'm saying? Coolest nigga.
Yeah.
You know, he came back, had the swag, and was like, hey, bro, you know, we freestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I already know, I'm cognitive of it already. I
Right.
already know what's happening.
Right.
But I'm like, I'm playing dumb, like, oh yeah, you go first. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he kick his little shit. And I'm listening.
Right, right.
And I just bust on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and he was like, what? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, you ain't write none of that down? Like, no, I could just, you know, I could do this. And he was like, oh shit, you know, let's try to write something down.
Right.
So honestly, my first rap that I can remember writing, I don't remember what I wrote, but I know it was over Nas's Got Yourself a Gun. I know it was over
That's the first one.
Yeah, that was the first beat I ever actually penned something to.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Damn.
Yeah, but I don't remember what I said. I'm sure it was trash, but back then I thought it was.
You thought it was dope.
Crazy.
Right. Man, that's crazy. So when you first start taking the series, I remember, if I'm counting right, about 9 years ago, you dropped a EP, maybe 8-9 years ago. I think it was 2012. I remember it because I remember when you dropped it, I thought it was dope. Yeah. So, you know, it's been 9 years, and every year I'll be like, hey, Scoop, when you gonna make some new music? Oh, I got you, man. I got you. 9 years later, we get one, man. So, you know, I know I was at the listening party, which was dope, y'all. Y'all missed it. It was a dope event. You missed it. But outside of, you know, shout out M16, outside of M16, what made you finally get the fuck up and make this project?
To be real, man, I really got to give him a lot of credit for it. Right. Because, you know, one thing about 16, me and 16 been rocking for 12 years at this point.
Right.
And I've always been on, off, on, off. And we cancers, bro. So we don't even tolerate that type of behavior.
Facts.
Period.
Facts.
So it's like, for me to still have that relationship that I do with him,
right,
and the fact that I be on and I be off, I be on, you know what I'm saying? For him to just be like, yeah, bro, I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? So like, I've always wanted to do music, but I really went to a weird point to where it was like, yo, I'm done with it. Like, I'm too old. I'm done. Like, you know, yeah, I'm talented. Yeah, I can do that, but I'm done. Like, I'm really done. And I had to have that conversation with him because, like, that's my brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It transcends rap, but I really had to have that conversation with him because it's like, man, you know, if you know him, like y'all know him, he's full-fledged.
All the way
So it's like, bro, you know, I'm just gonna hang it up. Like, I'm gonna just go figure something else out. It's just time, right? Damn. So that was the conversation, and he let me talk. And he was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I heard all that, but nah, that's not what we finna do. We finna drop a project. And I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna just drop one and be out, right?
Damn.
That was the plan. That was honestly the plan. I'm gonna drop one, I'm gonna be out, I'll let you EP it. That's it, right? And again, I probably wasn't even gonna do that, to be real, back then. Like, you know, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it and be like, yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. When it come down to it, nah,
I ain't with it.
You know, that's just, I'm an artist, bro. Like,
right.
Whatever.
Right.
So, you know, fast forward, this is like in December.
Yeah.
So fast forward, this is like January. Say January 1st, we're gonna start working.
Right.
All right, bro, for sure. He hit me January 1st, New Year's Day. January 1st, check your email, you got a pack of beats. All right, cool. Whatever, bro. Didn't even listen to him. I'm not doing this. Like, I'm trying to go to work. I'm trying to do everything else but rap.
Right.
So he hit me like a week later and was like, hey, bro, we got a studio session.
I already booked it.
Yeah. I said, what? Why would you do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? And my nigga, look, this how cold the nigga is. He said, yeah, bro, it's already booked. Don't waste my money. Hung up on me. So now I'm like, I don't have nothing written, bro. Nothing written. So literally look through the beats. All the beats was crazy. But not only were they crazy, they were outside of my comfort zone. So I called him back. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you supposed to EP this shit. You acting crazy, right? And he like, yeah, just write to him, bro. Just write to him. So what I do, I wrote to him. And the difference, I know this is a perfect segue. You mentioned my previous EP.
Yes.
And I kind of want to touch on that too.
Yes, touch on
the previous EP that I had prior to before I forget was, you know, Do More, Try Less.
Right. Do More, Try Less.
That was literally just me being frustrated, being upset that I could rap, but motherfuckers wasn't giving me that respect.
Right.
It's like, oh, you rap? That's cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I really do this.
Right.
So I literally was just rapping on that. You know what I'm saying? Just rapping, not really too much structure, a little bit, but not a lot.
Showcasing your skills.
Just showcasing my skills, you know, and that didn't really sit well with me. Because I'm like, yo, all right, I'm a rapper, but it's time for me to be an artist. You know, it's time for me to be an actual songwriter. You feel me?
Right.
So now fast forward, now I'm writing, I got these beats, I got to scramble. But not only do I got to scramble, I actually got to write songs.
Right.
And I'm not necessarily used to it because I'm just a rapper. Like, I'm just a nigga that rap. I'm half at this. This is my 10 to 3. You feel me?
Right.
So, but under pressure, bro, like the pressure is really what was my saving grace. Yeah, because it was like, yo, I'm not finna waste this nigga money.
Right.
You know, because I know how that goes.
Right.
You feel me? Like, yo, I booked this session. You said you was gonna do it. I didn't want to hear none of that.
None of that shit. None of that shit.
You know, got in the studio. We did this project in maybe 2 sessions. 2 sessions back to back. Just
y'all hear that?
It's the Mike West, man.
Mike West. 2 sessions.
Mike West, 2 sessions. 2 sessions we did this, and it was like, man, this is my best work. This is my best work in 2 sessions. You
did that EP in 2 sessions.
I did that EP in 2 sessions. Yeah.
Ain't no way.
2 sessions. 1,000%.
Wow.
That was my witness. 2 sessions.
Wow, that's remarkable, man. That's remarkable. Brittany, can we get that intro to his EP? M16 talking and telling him to get up and dust his mic off.
This is real life.
We want to hear that because we just touched on that while we getting that ready, man. Being in this era, you notice that music has changed.
Absolutely.
So back when I was coming up, I'm an 80s baby, so I grew up in the 90s. You know, it was a mixture of things. We can't just say it was all MCing. We had bullshit. We had West Coast gangster rap. We had the East Coast and their lyricism and crazy bars and not so good beats, in my opinion. East Coast beats was garbage. I'm sorry, y'all East Coast niggas in the 90s, y'all beats was garbage. Like, I love Nas Illmatic, probably the best album ever, but the production could have been a little bit better. Jay-Z was different. He had Just Blaze and but I just thought, but and you can touch on what I'm saying, but I'm sorry, y'all, but hey, you know what I'm saying? The beats, music has changed so much now. So now I'm gonna say it. I know you're an artist, so you respect all other artists, and I do too. I respect you young niggas, but a lot of you young niggas is talking bullshit. Y'all mumbling, y'all ain't saying shit. You are a type of rap. You remind me of the whole J. Cole beef with what's the nigga he shouted out on 1985? Lil Pump. There we go. He's talking about these niggas in longevity and okay, you're a trend, but you're just a trend.
Right.
You're not one of those rappers. You got skills. You could be around.
I appreciate that.
How do you stay yourself? You know, it's money out there chasing different songs and trying to create bullshit songs. How do you keep that in mind that I'm gonna remain myself and remain me and do me no matter what the fuck people say?
Because I touched on authenticity before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't personally want to sound like anybody else. That's where I keep my realm. That's just how I move around. So it's like, it's cool if it'll work. If you can make something that sounds like now, then it'll work. Like, yeah, you'll be able to be good for right now.
Right.
But I'm always trying to think about tomorrow. I'm trying to think about next year, 5 years from now.
Right.
So literally all I can do is be myself. And if that's not me,
right,
then it's not me. I'm not gonna knock it. You know, I don't feel no type of way about the state of the game because it's like, bro, it's gonna evolve. It's always gonna change. You know what I'm saying? 10 years from now, it's gonna sound different, and what we had here is gonna sound dated.
Right.
But so it's like, bro, we're spoiled because we grew up in a golden era. You know what I'm saying? We grew up in a golden era because hip hop before that generation before, they was kicking some shit, but it wasn't
figuring it out.
It was, back in the day, I went back to the park. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Right. But then it was like, when Rakim came and Big Daddy Kane came, it's like, yo, they really tipped the scales. You know what I'm saying? And they walked so we could run. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ran so I could fly.
Facts.
So at the end of the day, bro, like, it's gonna be the same thing. The thing is, bro, technology is moving so much that you don't necessarily have to have the talent anymore.
Right.
But you just have to have the ambition, and you gotta know. And the internet, working the internet, period, bro, that's a talent in itself.
Man.
Because you could market yourself. At the end of the day, you could market bullshit. You could come out with a song That's bullshit.
Yeah.
But because everybody is so in tune with our phones and so in tune to the internet,
they're gonna look at the shit.
You gonna do numbers. You gonna do numbers. You gonna get that deal. You gonna go on tour based off of some shit that you just created that was just bullshit.
Right.
But again,
Soulja.
But bro, you can't even talk nothing about Soulja, bro. Soulja's a pioneer for this internet shit, bro.
Of course.
That's these niggas' dad.
Right.
Like, you really got to get that nigga his flowers because, bro, he was thinking 10 years from now.
He was.
While everybody was, oh, this bullshit. This nigga got this dance. He did that. But he's seen the future, bro. He's a time traveler, bro. So at the end of the day, I'm not ever going to knock nobody that could eat and feed their family. I may not agree with it. I may not like it, but eat, black man. Eat. Whoever else, you know what I'm saying? But so that's my stance on it, bro. It's all good. It's all love. It's all love. All I can do is be me.
I feel that,
all
man.
I can do is be me. And if you rock with it, you rock with it. If you think I'm trash, I'm trash. I'll be trash.
Right.
Because 9 times out of 10, bro, somebody else not gonna think that.
Man, straight up. So, I remember we was at, Steve and Mama house for a barbecue years ago, and we was playing some of your music, and I remember you telling somebody like it ain't for everybody.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying?
If you don't like it, it's not for you. I didn't make it for you.
Right. Facts.
That's cool.
Facts.
If you don't like it, that's fine. Let me keep chipping at it, because you're gonna eventually, if you don't like me, you're gonna like somebody I'm associated with.
Thank you.
So therefore I still win.
Right. Facts.
So,
facts. We got that ready for us, Rick?
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead. Take your time. It's
called intro.
Intro.
Make it real. The intro.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Just let me know when you're ready. Let me know you're ready. So I know some of these answers, but I don't know all of them that I'm about to ask you.
Yeah.
Who were your musical influences? Who do you listen to growing up? Who do you listen to kind of shape your creative process? And who do you listen to now?
So, I mean, starting off, what the pinpoint of where I can say, yes, I want to rap has to be Corrupt Young Gotti.
Corrupt Young Gotti.
Got my mind made up on Pac's album. The line that he said was, I'm the greatest rhyme creator on both
sides of the equator.
Now, when he said that, my 8, 9-year-old self was like, wait.
What'd he say?
He said, both sides of the equator.
This side and
that side and that side. That's low key. That's the world.
That's the world.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
world.
yo, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to give somebody that moment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's crazy because when I was working at my retail job, I ran into him.
Yeah. Oh,
I ran into him.
Wow.
Bro, and my biggest regret is I didn't tell the nigga this shit.
Oh.
I was like, nah, I ain't finna bother him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ran into him, but that's my biggest regret. Like, bro, you're the reason as to why I do this. You know what I'm saying? So definitely Corrupt. Of course, the greats from the coast, Pac, Snoop, everybody, Q, Too Short, 40, everybody just from our section. But it's like, that was really early on because, again, in the golden era, we was kids, bro. We was kids and we was followers at that. Yeah. So, you got to listen to what the TV was talking about. We from the coast, so I can't even venture over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't even listen. It was, it was Jay-Z.
Exactly. It was. It really was.
That's what it was.
That's what it was.
Me too. So I didn't really get into them until I really want to rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I really want to rap. I really want to kind of, this is the type of rap that I want to make.
Right.
Based off of that song, because it's like, bro, when I was 8, 9, however old I was when that album dropped, I'm listening to them. And you had Meth, you had Red, you know what I'm saying? You had and everybody did they joint. Everybody did they joint on that record, but it's like, yo, I want to rap like this. And but you got to think about it, bro. Their style was influenced by the East Coast.
It was. Well, he was actually from the East.
I mean, he's a hybrid.
Yeah.
The niggas are liking at the end of the day.
Exactly. He's like,
bro, you from Philly, you came here, so you got both spices, bro, and cooked some shit. So mainly Corrupt, that was like my main dude. Then getting a little bit older, I like storytelling. I heard a little record. You may know it, you may not know it, but it's called "I Gave You Power" by Nas. Talking about where he's the gun.
Wait a minute, which record is on? It's a lot of Nas records.
Bro, it's called "I Gave You Power."
On what? It was written? What is it on?
I want to say it may be on. It was written.
I think it was okay. I know what
if
you're
I'm
talking
not
about.
mistaken.
I think it is.
And it's like he's
about the tech, right?
About the tech. He's a gun.
Yes, it was.
I'm a gun.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and it's like I heard that, and I was like, I need to tell stories.
Right.
I want to tell stories like this. I don't want to just rap about rapping
right.
or being a rapper or whatever.
Right.
I want to tell stories.
Right.
So then from Nas, then I got introduced to Big. I had to go back to Big. Then from Big, I had to go back to Hov, Reasonable Doubt. And I'm like, damn, this nigga's giving us, this nigga been giving us the blueprint since 96. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like since, bro.
Yes.
So it's like, that's really where I'm at. As far as right now, other than myself, other than my camp, other than 16, Konami, Kane, you know, everybody that I listen to, I'm a huge Cole fan.
Yes, sir. J. Cole. Shout out to Cole.
You know, I'm a huge Kendrick fan. I'm a huge Tyler the Creator fan.
Tyler is dope as hell.
Who else? I mean, Drake is undeniable, regardless of you can't. I
had to stop the Drake hate. I had to.
Bro, don't miss. And even when he missed, he make it.
I hated on Drake for so long. I had to finally stop. I looked myself in the mirror and said, "Stop it! Fuck is wrong with you? This man don't make a bad song ever. I can't name one whack Drake song.
You can't. Bro, don't miss." So I'm a huge Drake fan.
And he smack everybody. Just throw that out there. He get all the pussy.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. But yeah, like it's a whole heap of people that I'm into, and I'm forgetting because I'm just thinking on
so many of them.
But it's like it's a lot of people. I like rap. I do have an affinity for fly shit. I have an affinity. Everybody has an affinity for quote unquote bullshit.
Right.
So it's like, yeah.
I have to ask the off your
question. Yes.
Because I feel like you're such a lyricist in the rock world. Who would you resonate with? Because all real music artists, and I'm a music connoisseur. Like I study music.
Yeah.
So automatically, I know Jay loves a lot of, you know, unconventional music, like Kanye, like all that. So who would you say yours is?
As far as like rock and
rock and roll,
and roll.
Like if you could pull and say, I like their sound.
Realistically, I mean, I like a lot of like heavy metal.
Oh, interesting.
So like Slipknot. I feel like Slipknot is crazy. Mudvayne, they were crazy. Nirvana.
Oh man.
Nirvana, like Nirvana and anything associated with Nirvana. So that would have to be Foo Fighters, you know, 1000%, Queens of the Stone Age, like that type of stuff. But really, if I had to pull from anything, it would probably be Nirvana. Nirvana 1000%.
Damn.
I feel their vibe. I get it. They make the type of music. If I made rock music, it would be Nirvana.
Like Nirvana.
Yeah.
So
1000%.
Shit, I don't know who any of the fuck these people they talking about is. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. I heard of Slipknot, but Nirvana and Narcotics and all that. No disrespect, I ain't heard of y'all motherfuckers, but that's dope. That's why I guess I'm not a musician.
Hey, step off the porch.
I don't listen. Listen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got nigga ears. I don't listen to anything else but nigga music. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I haven't went into the rock. I haven't done that, and it's no disrespect. I just wasn't raised like that, and I just haven't. I'm stuck in my way.
That's another thing as well. Growing up in Rancho, you know.
Yeah,
that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
you
true.
Grow up, honestly, like to be real, to kind of touch on that, you have to be alternatively black.
That's facts.
In order to adapt, bro. In order to survive, you have to be.
You're right.
Okay, so you know.
You're right.
So you know, like in reality, like when you don't have representation of yourself, unless you gotta go to granny house and you gotta, you know, readjust to that world, and then you come back and it's like, why are you talking like you talk that way? Why are you saying axe and core? And, you know, that type, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you talking that way? You were only gone for the summer, you know, like it's ask. Why are you saying axe? You know, but it's like I dealt with that growing up between the two. So it's like, yo, I had to skateboard. I had to to know that. But ideally, based off of that, I got way more culture.
Facts.
You know, even for that little bit of time from 10 to 12, where it's like, all right, well, you know, I necessarily don't have Black representation.
Right.
You know, I'm not going back to LA. I'm not going back to where people look like me. So now, I'm on skateboards, I'm riding bikes, I'm listening to Blink 182, I'm doing all that. And it's like, all right, yeah, cool. But now that I'm older, bro, it's like, yo, I have so much more taste than just the shit we grew up with.
Right.
You know? So,
right. And that's crazy you said that. I was just thinking about this earlier. I much rather like in hindsight, looking back, you know, everyone's proud of where they're from, and you know, we think it's cool coming from the hood. You know, we glorify that shit like, yeah, I was raised over here and I did all this, but honestly, I would have rather grown up in Rancho. When I moved out to this motherfucker at 18, when my sister and her baby daddy got their crib, I was like, bro, I don't want to go back to Pomona. Fuck that. I only want to go back to get some chicken, some Donahue's chicken, and some fried rice and Quan's, and I ain't going back to that raggedy motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I went to a liquor store at 12 a.m., midnight, and nobody outside. I could walk across the street. I got a jaywalking ticket because it was too quiet. In Pomona, I'm never getting a jaywalking ticket. You feel me? So I'd much rather have grown up like you.
Bro, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a gift and a curse at the same time. I think I was just blessed enough to be that hybrid,
right?
Like we spoke of,
right.
Like to where it's like I wasn't fully here.
Right.
I used to have to go back for the summer,
right?
You know, spend it with Granny to do that. So I got that other side
you got
too.
Both.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So some people weren't as fortunate as I was, so they might have grew up a little more sheltered than I am. You know what I'm saying? And don't really necessarily have the street smart element to it.
Facts.
But I feel like based off of that, just growing up where we grew up in a predominantly white area,
right?
I also feel like that could cripple you too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as parents or as, you know, people who have little ones, we think that, oh, the best choice is to let me just move away from where we're at,
right?
To all these people who don't look like us,
right?
But again, you don't have no representation of you. So as a little black boy or a little black girl growing up, what are you gonna idolize?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got all white friends, you got all this, you gonna want your hair to be straight all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody else.
You're not gonna want your lips to be as big. You're not gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Fit in.
So it's like, I feel like it's not necessarily the best move either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like you gotta try to find that balance. And I don't know where that balance is.
Can't tell.
But you know, I think that it's very important for you to know both.
Facts. You know, you say that I got kids now, and I'm looking at them, and you know, I got 2 high schoolers, and I see the culture difference, and I see the versatility, and I see, you know, my youngest daughter, she like white boys, and I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. I'm not gonna hold you. I fucking hate it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not that I just I have a huge problem with racist white people, okay? And I just don't think a white man can love a black woman like the way she need love, because he don't know the culture. He's not black.
Right.
So I fucking hate it. But then she brought up a good point to me. She says, Dad, ever since I was in elementary, black boys have always been mean to me. They talk about how nappy my hair is. They talk about my shape. They shame me. They've been mean to me my whole life. So how the fuck am I supposed to be attracted to something that's always making me feel bad? So it gave me another perspective.
But that's also conditioning as well.
Exactly.
That's also conditioning as well. So they're not going to get to it until they get older.
Right.
But at the end of the day, bro, based off of her, you just got to implement her loving herself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever she do internally, she going to exude that.
Right.
So whoever she end up with is going to love her the way that she needs to love.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
don't even look at it from that perspective. If she like white boys, she like white boys.
I'm
she
trying.
Like Mexican boys, she like alien.
Whatever
it is. And that's, you know,
I'm trying.
I get it. I get it.
I'm trying.
I get it. But that's just something to think about, bro. Like it's all internal, bro. Because you know that's how we was taught. Don't bring.
Better not bring that white girl home. My sister with a white boy talking about you better not get a white girl.
Yeah.
So you get to have 4 white babies, but I can't have a white girl. Don't you remember that shit? You tell all of us that. You too. Boy, you better not bring a white girl over here.
Bring no white girl through here
with a whole white husband.
Right.
Swear to God. Swear to God. Thank you. But we can't do it. You feel me? So yes, let's get that song. We're gonna play our little snippet of Scoop intro off the new EP. Here we go.
Look,
Good morning, afternoon, evening, got a lot to discuss. This is a conceptual plot that I'm not gonna rush. A product locked in my thoughts, bit lost out of touch. But it's my pledge, everything I said and knock off the dust. Well, I guess the happenings that happened by the whole heat was rapping. Really think I was diving, beefing like 4 feet. Effortless, I never stressed a bit to beat this whole 3. I know the truth, but don't preach. I'm living like I'm Cochise, damn. But my how the tables turn between then and now. I'm lacking confidence. Everything that I'm pinning down, my funds are less. Second guess every loop that I spin around. I'm coming next. Write a few verses, but never put them out. Wow, I think we left on love when we last spoke. Do more, try less. My best, not a bad note. I can rap, so now my only focus is cash flow. I need a lot. I'm back to punching clocks. I was that, bro. We can fast forward, promoted that work, and now I'm doing well. So when it comes to this music, I fight it tooth and nail. I find my passion and lose it. Business as usual. Well, sometimes I stumble when it's rumble, but I do prevail. Ain't spoke to Lincoln in a while, we've been quiet. I find him. He tell me it's a new shit they've been vibing. I'm excited, especially happy because he got to it first. But little did I know that things would take a turn for the worse. It's deeper than rap. We found this shit. What happened, my nigga? It's really unexplainable how you been acting, my nigga. We all had to face the wall, could have attacked it, my nigga. Without the text, without the call shit, I was asking, my nigga. Damn, she online popping shit like it's sweet. That's her prerogative, but really I just thought you should speak. I mean, there's a code of ethics that I thought you should keep. I won't respect it, I'm emotional. That shit cut me deep, but people, I meet Donnie and Justin right at the right time. At my mama's house, shopping records, vibing, I write lines. Donnie has to focus on family to find the right mind. I accept it, I understand. I keep the lights on, I write songs. Me and Jessa, Sidney Dean, and Billy Hoyle. But when it's time to record, I see that he's really spoiled. Something's missing, things ain't going right off the record. He thinks it's ready, so shit, I guess we lost in perspective. In retrospect, I hated it, but these thoughts are subjective. My fan base is receptive. I got to cross a message. As far as Jets and true colors are iridescent. He did some things I really ain't like, and that's where I left.
Man, you see, I'm sweating, man. I wasn't sweating previously. Bro. Now, you always say that niggas that know you be gassing you. You so humble, thinking that, you know, bro, I don't gas niggas, first of all. Especially niggas that I know. If I can't keep it funky with you, then I ain't your nigga. You feel me? So hearing that, ask my crew, Brittany and them, when I left the party, I sent the album out in my group chat. And I told everybody, I said, listen to this motherfucker right now. I told niggas that night, I swear to God. And when I hit your manager, was like, hey, you know, one of my partners wants you to perform. She said, I've been listening to the intro on repeat all night. You feel me? So I want you to just go ahead and accept the fact that you a dope ass lyricist, my nigga.
I accept the fact that I'm a dope lyricist.
Thank you. So on this project, EP, you said you made it in 2 sessions.
Yes.
Video. When we gonna get a video?
Soon. Sooner side or later.
All right.
On the soonest side or later.
Now what song? I feel that every song can have a video. So
hey, who knows?
We might need a R. Kelly type thing, a video for
Trap in the closet.
Trapped in the closet.
Not trapped in the closet. Who knows? I don't know, but I know on the soonest side of later,
right,
you will get a video.
That's right. Get
some video.
Yeah.
Bro,
man. Yeah. Lyrically, man, I respect lyricists. You feel me? Like, I went to school with a cat. Shout out to Raynell Carmichael. He had a group called Kingdom Business for. It was a gospel group, but the nigga had so much bars, and I watched him eat motherfuckers up at lunch. Right. That was like the dopest nigga lyrically that I knew personally. Yeah. And when I met you, it was like I was going back and forth. Like a couple of other niggas. Shout out to my nigga Tech. Y'all 3 niggas. It was just like, damn, this thing got competition now. Man, on everything. One of my favorite tracks on the EP. Well, my favorite track on the EP, You'll Be Fine. I think that song, all real niggas that's been chasing something, whether it's a business, artistship, being an artist or whatever, right. They went through that. Right. You know what I'm saying? You go through the point where you picture yourself having a certain thing, certain houses, certain cars, women, whatever it is that you go after. making that song, man, were you weren't just thinking about yourself? Were you thinking about everybody, or what was how was the process of making that joint?
Man, that process, it came from a place of anger, to be real, to be 1,000% real, because I used to wake up every morning, you know what I'm saying, and check my phone. I'm on the Explorer, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on this, I'm on that, and I'm seeing everything that I don't got, you know what I'm saying, on a regular basis. And I'm often like, why I ain't got this? I'm not hating,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I know it's a process, but
right.
again, I spoke from a place of anger because I was angry at myself. Like, what am I doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I sitting here on the phone when I should be living this life? I should be one of these, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So writing the record, man, I had the beat, and it was very easy to write that record because I was writing my current situation. I was writing my morning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I need. This is what I feel like I deserve. But on the same token, on the other side of it, you know, I'm having a conversation in my head. I'm having a conversation with my conscience.
Right.
And all I could hear was, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, bro.
Be fine.
Like, yeah, put the work in. It's going to work out. You're going to have that. It's going to be fine, bro.
Right.
But talk about it. You know, tell these niggas about how you feel. And that was a whole nother thing, bro. Like, just being transparent, just speaking on shit that I probably normally wouldn't have spoke about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's really, I really wrote my feelings.
Right.
I didn't write from my mind. I wrote from my heart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So literally, that was my moment. And I just
get it out.
I just wrote it. Yeah, I just literally need to let this out my head. However it's going to translate, it's going to translate.
Right.
And it ended up translating as "You'll be fine."
Man, I heard it at the listening party, but I know you couldn't watch everybody, but I had my eyes closed, man. I was listening to this shit, and I'm like, especially just going back and thinking as a youngster, and you want everything to rush. You don't realize that everything takes time. So every lyric, everything you would say, I'm like, man, I need a house, I need a car, I need a ball, I need y'all to tell me I'm dope. No, like I'm going through, I'm like, oh, this is me. I used to want to rap when I was younger. You know, go back a little bit, Corrupt kind of influenced me too. You know, when I heard the Dog Pound album and heard him come out in that first track and said, now my rhymes is potent as pythons, I was like, all right. You know, I got this nigga. We was listening to, got my mind made up together and was like, oh shit. So, you know, listening to you do your shit now, man, like it's crazy. Like, I used to look at niggas as younger than me as little niggas. And now I'm looking at you as a big nigga. You feel me? Because I'm learning. When I can learn from somebody, man, I respect it. I learn from not only that song, but you know, all the songs. Your single, I assume, is Major Moves, right?
Yeah, I think we running with that.
That nigga told me I want to kind of play that one too, Brittany, when you can get it. Major Moves. He was telling me this song is fire as fuck. It give you that West Coast feel. And once again, it goes directly with my grind. So that shit, like, kind of like, I related to it so much. It's like, fuck all the other shit now, nigga. We making major moves. So when you was writing that, were you thinking that exactly, or what was that about?
Funny story about that, man. Another record to where I was like, this ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Like 16 EP, the whole project. So
shout out to 16. Yeah, man. Shout out 16. That's my guy, man.
He bought the beat, bro, and he low key he tricked me. He tricked me into the record. He tricked me into making it my record. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had the beat. I was like, oh yeah, that'll be tight for you.
Yeah.
You know, that'll be tight.
For you.
So, yeah, for you. You know, I kept, hey, for you, bro, this shit hard, bro. You gonna really body this.
Yeah.
And he like, nah, you don't think you could mess with it? I'm like, you know, that ain't really me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then he was like, yeah, so you know, I got this hook, you know, I'm thinking about saying this, and I'm like, all right, that's cool. Like, yeah, again, that's cool for you.
Right.
You know, so we at the crib, we bouncing back and forth. And you know, I got a little setup at the crib. So he was like, yeah, bro, just make a reference track for me. Just write, you know, just do the hook for me and see how it sounds. Right. So we did the hook. It's like, yo, that sounds kind of dope. And I'm like, yeah, kind of, dude. I'm growing on it, right? He was like, write a verse, right? Wrote the first verse. I'm back cracking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was like, it's cold. Then he played me like, yeah, so I don't really think I'm gonna be able to do this, but you should probably write a second verse. And again, bounced.
He said
bounced again, but said that
and left.
Bounced. Yeah.
And left you there to write the verse.
There to write the second verse. I said, bro, our second studio session, so it was like, for me, Major Moves again, that it came organically too from the hook, directly from the hook, because it was a derivative. You know, I love Outkast too. You know what I'm saying? So derivative, and I'm like, damn. All right, well, let me get in my Andre bag. I feel like if Andre was on a West Coast beat, how would he really ride this?
That's
you know what I'm saying?
dope.
Like, how would he ride? Like, how would he ride this? I'm not biting, but let me let this nigga be my ghost influence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the perspective that I came. Like, you know, it's some fly shit, it's some jiggy shit, but I also feel like I'm talking about real life shit.
Real shit.
Well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Real shit.
That's a record, and it ended up being.
Could we hear that?
It ended up being a favorite.
Hey, that's the anthem for the summer.
Hey,
that's the anthem for the summer.
He said it, I did.
Major moves.
He said it, I did.
We making major motherfucking moves. Yes. Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah. You got them like. Look, I got them like old school players, new school fools. Got to get jumping like kangaroos. Had nothing to lose, could have made the news, cause it was all a dream. That was major moves. I said old school players, new school fools. Peace to Mr. Blue. Jumping like kangaroos. On the background. Had nothing to lose, could have made the news, cause it was all a dream. That was major moves. Yeah. Cause it was all a dream.
Now it's major moves. It's all a dream. Now it's major moves.
I'm back, something for your vertebrae, little back spasm, it's that chill up your spine for them ladies, ass dragging for my niggas out hustling, employ the ass backwards, we don't vibe to it, ride your vice, ride to it, ride other words, Zuckerberg, I'm live to it, turkeys on that job, put a cap on your lives to it, feeling dapper, strolling like a capper, that's what I'm doing, candy cane range, I'm a rapper, I'm doing, chain cane, simple and plain like I'm doing, a lot of niggas can't talk real, but I'm fluent, as I thought it, I'll take a shot, cause I do it, I'm foolish. I flourish cause I do it. This flow will have me all in the buildings like conduit. Independent and out the box, congruent. Quiet as cat, but this my lazy kind. Music like old school players and new school fools. Got the shit jumping like kangaroos. Had nothing to lose, could have made me lose. Cause it was all a dream. I was
major moves.
I said old school players, new school fools. Keep the shit jumping like kangaroos. Had nothing to lose, could have made the news. Cause it was all a dream, that was major moves. Yeah. I used to have the Quincy up with the vibe. 2 feet, 10 toes, the Bentley's when I drive. Thinking the lucky stars, this car matches the sky. It got me on the wave and I don't plan on saying hi. Speaking the devil law, I used to run from reality. Ran right into destiny, so please don't be mad at me. Tardy to the party, but really we not as late. We just make them pay devil, if not, they got away. Had to ask Pops how it felt to lose it all. He said it's like a bad car crash, you would fall. But if you keep calm and relax, nobody die. Still got a chance to fly, bottom line. Always tend to keep that in mind when I'm jotting mine, just in case a nigga get lost and I gotta find the man in the mirror and pursue these dollar signs. But I remain humble and shine. I'm riding around like old school players, new school fools. Got the shit jumping like kangaroos. Had nothing to lose, could have made the news.
It was all a dream, now it's major moves.
I said old school players, new school fools. Keep the shit jumping like kangaroos. Had nothing to lose, could have made the news.
It was all a dream, now it's major moves.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Major motherfucking moves. Major moves. We gon' right. We gonna get to the you'll be fine later in right before we get up out of here. But another question I have for you, brother. When we gonna see you get on stage, man?
Man, again, on the soonest better. You know what I'm saying? We're getting some things together, but it'll be soon.
Okay.
It'll be very soon.
Okay. I mean, that's the next thing. We got the EP, waiting on the videos with the S.
Videos
with the S.
Plural.
And now we just need to see Scoop Ellington in concert.
Yeah, we're gonna get it together. Trust me.
Now that the homie M16 got your head right, where you see yourself going in the next 5 years?
Man.
And don't give me that humble shit. I want.
In all honesty, man, wherever God in the universe see fit.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if, of course, I want to spread this as far and as wide as possible.
Right.
I want to influence like that. I feel like that's my life's work. My life's work is to influence and inspire somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So however that looks, whether it be rap or whatever it could be in 5 years,
right.
I'm open to it. And that's really what I'm gonna say about that. Like, as far as where I see myself, of course, I want to live the greatest life I possibly could live.
Yes, sir.
You know, I want to take care of my team and my family and my family's family, and I want to create generational wealth.
Yes.
You know, that's the name of the game. So
yes,
it's gonna happen. Do I know if it's gonna happen with rap? It could. It's
right.
a possibility, 1,000%. I'm
right.
open to it.
Right.
But if it don't, it don't.
Right.
You know, but at the end of the day, I got the gift. I'm gonna disperse the gift. That's what God and the universe gave it to me for. You know what I'm saying? So, which is why I said, man, I can't slap God in his face.
Facts.
I gotta use this gift and raise some hell.
God, thank you. Yeah. You can't sit on and waste that gift. You know the story in the Bible about the man that buried his talent. You feel me? And the other one that didn't. Right. You can't bury your talent. You're gonna take it away from you. You feel me? So I mean, you look exactly. And that kind of gets you in the other doors. That, you know, hearing your answer kind of makes me think that you're open to film or something else, you know, on the creative side.
Whatever it look like.
Whatever it look
like, I'm with it. I'm with everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
feel that.
I'm not above or below anything.
Feel
besides
that.
The bullshit.
Feel that 100. I ask almost everybody that come on here. I won't do 5. Yeah. But I need your top 10 list, man.
Top 10 list.
I need it. Top 10 MCs.
Top 10 MCs.
Dead or alive, I need them.
Dead or alive?
I need them.
Of course, man. You got to do Pac, Big, Snoop. If we doing 10, we got to do 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
We doing 10?
Mm-hmm.
You got to throw Corrupt in there.
Mm-hmm.
You got to throw Eminem in there.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I said Nas. Did I say Nas already?
You say Nas. Off top.
Yeah, off the rip.
There's another
Nas, Hov.
Okay, that's
1,000%.
Yes.
So then what? I got 3 more.
You got 3 more.
3 more. Me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well,
better have said that. I would have walked off this motherfucker if you didn't say that.
1,000% me. Who else? Realistically, man, it's so many. Black Thought gotta go. Black Thought gotta go. He really should have been 1, but you know, for all intents and purposes, Black Thought, if you ever hear this, bro, I think you are the greatest rapper alive and dead. Whenever you died, you know what I'm saying? But anyway,
shout out to Black Thought.
Yeah, Black Thought. Who else? Then it's so many people that could play 6th man. You know what I'm saying? It's too many people that could play, because then you got Kiss, you got Beans, you got who else?
Andre from Outkast.
Andre, bro. It's too many people.
Right.
It's too many people. But if I'm giving that last, it would have to be Andre. It has to be Andre. It has to be him. Just based off of the fact that he's been able to kind of transcend so many different levels of rap, so many different eras, so many different styles.
Yeah.
And that's important.
Yeah.
Because it's like, bro, it's deeper than just having bars.
Right.
It's deeper than just having a creative flow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you saying? So, and then you got people who I consider to be my peers at this point. You know, you got the Drakes, you got the Kendricks, you got the Coles, you got Vince Staples, you got, you know what I'm saying?
So
it's all these people that are dope as hell too.
Yeah,
but it's like, it's too many for my top 10.
To cram it into 10.
But it's like, man, because you could make 10 off of one generation.
Right. Exactly.
Something that came before me. You know what I'm saying? So that's hard, but I think that would be my top 10 solid list.
I love hearing that, because it's, you know, everybody got different ears.
Yeah.
And you know, all the rappers you said, I can't argue with you against none of them niggas. All them niggas belong. You know, there's no wrong answer on this. Now, if you come at me saying some motherfucking what's one of these motherfuckers? What's that? The pink motherfucker that snitch? 6ix9ine or some bullshit like that, then we gonna have a problem. Like, nigga,
what are you basing it on is the question.
Right.
What are you basing it on? Because if you base it off of marketing, you can't front on my man, bro. Like, who would go that far?
Nobody.
Market themselves, bro.
Nobody.
Like, think about it, bro. Really tatted 6ix9ine on himself 3,000 times.
Right.
Hey, regardless of what he did, I don't condone that at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't. But again, I'm into giving flowers where you got to give flowers.
Facts.
Bro is a marketing genius.
Facts.
Bro,
he is.
Because niggas we're talking about.
I can't believe I'm talking about this clown.
We're talking about
your 6ix9ine.
You know, you got to give it up for bro.
Facts.
It's music. Not so much.
Right.
Not so much in
but
my
marketing,
personal opinion.
Right.
But marketing and that first record, honestly, that first record he had,
right.
Niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit kind of went. It kind of went though. It kind of went. It did kind of go.
I rocked with it, like so. You know what I'm saying?
And he's not stupid though.
Exactly.
When you hear him speaking in interviews and shit,
a genius.
He's not dumb.
He's a genius. And everything he said he was gonna do,
right?
He did.
Right.
He went on the Breakfast Club.
Right.
This gonna be your highest rated video, and what was it?
It was highest motherfucking
so, bro. You
video.
can't sleep on, bro. Like. Regardless, I don't condone his behavior. I want to keep saying that.
Right.
I do not condone his behavior, but bro is a
genius. That's a fact. You can't deny that. You can't deny that. Segue into the next one. We always got to do this because it's so fresh. It's hit home for us. But you know, of course, we know we went through the COVID last year. But right before the motherfucking COVID, we gonna even take it back to 19.
Okay.
March 31st. Crenshaw. Nipsey Hussle, gunned down.
Damn.
How did Nipsey Hussle's assassination affect you personally, and what was Nipsey to you when he was here?
Bro, Nipsey was the epitome of entrepreneurship, of Black empowerment. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole deeper conversation.
It'll take us hours.
Yeah, that we could really talk about.
Yeah.
But as far as his death, I'm going to go as far as saying, to me, and again, this is me in my own personal opinion, I think it was more impactful than Tupac's death, to be totally honest. Because, and the only reason as to why I say that is because I'm an adult.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. It's different. I was a kid. I love Tupac. You know, whatever. That's good. You know, I cried. I was sad.
Right.
But from what Nipsey meant to not only his section, but to the Black community as a whole.
Right.
He was teaching us things. You know, he was talking, he was giving us those breadcrumbs that Hove had been giving us, but this nigga was implementing those blueprint plans.
Right.
And showing us how to get it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was very impactful, bro. And I think it's some real sucker shit that whoever did whatever they did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Again, that's a whole different conversation.
So get on that for hours.
Yeah. That's a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
But I really think that was some real sucker shit. But bro was that nigga. Undeniable. Regardless, he gonna go down as that nigga. He gonna be that nigga for forever. Centuries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like in real life, like he gave us the game.
He gave us a game.
And that's really all that you could ask for.
Right.
You know?
Right.
More than a handout. You know what I'm saying? He taught you how to get it. He taught you how to fish.
He did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my hat's off forever, eternally.
Eternally. R.I.P. Nip.
R.I.P.
Neighborhood Nip, man. We didn't even have time to grieve that, man. You know, less than, I want to say 10 months later, January 26, 2020. This is like, I lost my mom at 15. Yeah. My older sister died at 14. Right. Fucked me all the way up. I was never the same. But when I got the win, my sister was in New York. She texted me that morning and was like, "Did you hear about this Kobe shit?" The tone she said that in was like, I was like, "What Kobe shit? What are you talking about?" And I had to Google the shit, and I was like, nothing came up. And finally, TMZ, you know, TMZ be real, but fuck TMZ. So I'd be like, you know what I'm saying?
First on the scene.
I was like, no. And when I was like, bro, like Kobe Bryant, like whether you like him or not, whether you a basketball fan or not, everybody who knows Kobe Bryant is.
It don't matter.
Who was Kobe Bryant to you, and how did that affect you, man?
In the same realm, in the same vein, bro. Like I'm not too big of a sports fan, so I'm not even going front. None of that. I'm not too big of a sports fan, but what he represented as far as work ethic,
right?
You know, as far as being relentless,
right?
Going after your goals,
right? You
had to take that with you. It's Mamba mentality, bro. Regardless of who you are,
right?
Mamba mentality, bro. When you shoot a damn basket, you know, into the basketball, into the damn trash can.
You saying Kobe?
You saying Kobe
every time?
You're not saying Jordan.
You're not saying LeBron.
You're not saying none of that.
Saying Kobe.
Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So, in regards to that, bro, like I said, just the relentlessness that he exuded. It's like, bro, you have no choice but to try to emulate that,
right?
You know, on your grind, whatever it is. And between those two, you know, the marathon continues. The Mamba mentality
together.
It's together, bro. So it's like, how could you lose?
How could you lose?
Like these niggas was at it every day.
Every day.
You know, every day. No
getting
matter
to
what,
it.
Getting to it. So you should have that same mentality.
Facts. R.I.P. Bean and Gigi.
Both, man. Both.
Yes, all three. Everybody too. It's a lot of niggas we lost, but they're from our section, so that's why I brought up Kobe and Nick. You know,
facts,
you know what I'm saying. I know, man. This interview, I could probably interview for 3 hours and not feel it. I don't want to hold you long. You know what I'm saying, but Could we get that? You'll be fine before we get Scoop to drop a little bars for us on the track. Let's get that. You'll be fine going. My personal favorite.
It's a lot of personal favorites. We got a lot of personal favorites on here. We got a lot of favorites out here. That's great, man. That's great. That's
yes.
That's great.
How the hell do I open up and still trap? I've been closing shut. I feel that I've been closing in the wind, but then again, man, really I ain't close enough. I've been hoping, but this negative energy literally filling me up. Out my mind in my head, I really be nuts. On God in my mind, I really be stuck. A time by time now, it's infinity rush. But I've been late to the race and I really can't wait. I've been losing my shit, On a date with the devil, got Jews in the whip, and you working on the splits, I guess fools get rich and there's rules to the shit. That's the food that you pick, knowing damn well this gun jam on my concrete move from a brick, I'm sick and tired of being broke. I need a house, I need a car, I need a boat. I need life, I need love, I need hope. I need y'all to tell me that I'm dope. Nope, I really don't know what I need. Guaranteed I can find online. Live from the 909. Damn, my escape, it was late, but I'm right on time. Fine, I've been stressed, I've been blessed, I confess, right on time. Get that in, place that check, that makes sense. $, what you learn, forget that, go get that. Bottom line, gain the world, lose your soul, risk it all. You'll be fine, you can broken down. It's the body, how that sound, how the shape, how the bounce, make it real, write it down, do it big, do it down, lose your mind, right on time. You'll be fine, be fine, be fine, be fine. How the hell? Damn, my escape, it was late, I'ma stay this time. Fine, I've been stressed, I've been blessed, I confess, right on time. Get that in, place that check, that makes sense. $, what you learn, forget that, get that. Bottom line, gain the world, lose
underneath. So when I'm speaking on this, I've been for me to turn you to short. I'm trying to make my mind no, it's not designed to say the least. I'm that nigga about this dog. I'm about to pull that trick. Single day. Hey man. So
motherfucking
I'm sorry.
for us to, go come function with us at the day party, have a drink with us, eat something with us and everything.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you all for tuning in to another edition of the Higher Learning Podcast. It's your host, Rom. Got my boy Scoop Ellington here. Follow me. Facebook, HNS420. Instagram, the same thing. Twitter, HNS420 _ HNS420. Follow us on YouTube as well. Politic and Broadcasting. Also check out our blog spot. We dropping 17 million articles a day. We got podcasts on there. We got everything. Go ahead and check that out. thepoliticinform.com. Thank y'all for coming in. And today, we ending this motherfucker. We out.
Yeah. Man, good show. Good shit, man.